Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at the 76 synthesizer, which is a few bucks in the App Store, I believe, but it does have Audiobus capabilities, so it can do a few cool things. Let's show that to you now. So yeah, if you tap this logo here, you can get like a cool, you can see like the tube through the back, and it's just like this really interesting graphic, right? Like, so the credits are down here, and actually that's, I don't know, like the model number and stuff, and there's like a switch, a power switch. It's supposed to just feel retro, and they do a really good job of giving you that kind of, fun feeling of messing around with a good old 76 synth. Okay, so turn the power, anywhere you click on the back, it just turns you back to the front. So it's just like a little Easter egg, I guess. Anyhow, so we have, again, two oscillators, and they have each a wave, octave, and kind of the wet and dry, or basically the mix of how much this oscillator is affecting or driving the sound. And then you have an LFO here, which is going to get the sound after the oscillators you can mess with. And then, here we have a voltage-controlled filter, and then this is called, I can't read that, but it's an amp basically. So you can adjust the attack, decay, sustain, and release. You'll notice that this is very, 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 very similar to the Dublin Korg gadget that I just, 2 minutes ago made the video for, but it's on the channel. And then down here we have the glide, and then this will be the key, because this is the keypad. This will be the key, and then this will be this will be the key, and then this will be like the scale that you can put it in. Okay, so like I said a second ago, this is the keypad. It's a grid, and there are 3 octaves, and then there are the notes. And then there's a pitch and mod, kind of like a X and Y right here. All right, so that's pitch, and then modulation. All right. Okay, now there's also this unit right here, which will give you presets. You can save your own on top, or just use the ones that are already there. That's number 1. Here's number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. And 7. Spooky, and 8. That's kind of eerie. Some weird feedback. Okay, let's start with 1, and then I want to show you the patch bay in the back. If you've seen, I don't want to rely too much on that other tutorial of the other app, but if you've seen the Dublin Korg gadget review, then you know everything that happens here and how these kind of things feed into each other. So I guess I'll just show you, because the mix is going down, none of these oscillators are feeding the key here, so they're going to be quiet. If I turn this one up, you'll probably get a different sound. Yeah, and turn that octave up. As I turn this to sawtooth here, here's a sine, very smooth. You got a tri, a square, and then a saw. The first oscillator as well, putting it on tri, and I'll turn the octave. So you can get like a kind of a two tones out of the one, basically out of the one key. All right, I'm going to run out of battery, so let me just show you the background here, or the back of, or the second page, I guess. We have an effects filter, so you can take, again, it's like the patch bay of the Dublin. You can take the output, tap once, and then tap the input of any of the effects. Let's say here is a flanger. Now turn it on by increasing how wet and dry it is. Oh, you're not seeing this. Okay, so you have to see, if you can look closely, each of these, let me get rid of you guys for a second. Each of these effects have like the parameters right by him. This flanger says frequency and depth. So if I put it in there, these two knobs here, or sliders, are going to, the first one's going to be frequency and the second one's going to control depth. So as I flang it low, you can see that it's not very fast. The frequency will make it flang faster. The depth is like, you know, how deep the flang is, and then the wet and dry is how wet and dry the mix is of the flang. So, and then this will go through all of them. Reverb, obviously, well, you know what reverb is. Can you see all this? I'm going to try to angle it a little bit differently. Okay, and then we have, what is that one? Overdrive. You see how this slider is grayed out? That's because there's only one parameter, and it's gain. Add that for some little punk rock effects. And you can take the second filter as well at the same time and add some chorus. Come on, slider. Right, just cool stuff. It's just fun. Here's a delay. A little too much. Right. Okay. So I mean, that's kind of it. It's a simple tool. You have some recording functionalities here, but the main benefit of it recently, there's an update just kind of recently. It works with Audiobus, so you can take these kind of cool bass lines and throw them into Audiobus and put them in the rest of your mix and recording, whatever you're making. So I think it's worth it. I forget how much it is in the App Store. I'm not very good at remembering how much they are, but I don't think it was expensive, a few bucks, but it's super fun to play with and mess with, like, you know, as you're, you know, go in bed, sit in bed, trying to, instead of reading Harry Potter, you can mess with this app.